Alright guys, so welcome to another YouTube video. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be a little bit more educative in this video, but I'm also going to be sharing my screen and sharing my charts, right? And the purpose of this video is to give you a detailed step-by-step on how an average person can be profitable in trading. And trust me, this is very simple. We usually hear of psychology, risk management and stuff, but how do we apply this in the real market, right? And I'm going to be sharing my screen shortly where I'll be showing how I sent out some signals on how I basically see the market week by week, month by month, and how I'm able to stay profitable, right? So putting my screen up now. Okay, so my screen is going to be coming up shortly, and so first things first, right? I have a daily outlook on the market, and I shared this daily outlook on the market, right? And I told my team that, okay, gents, I'll be dropping my trades for the week. Stay tuned. Use risk management, of course. So I told them to buy GU now, and I told them to buy GU at a very good position. This was the GU setup I sent, right? And if you know my strategy, you know I always look for a sweep of the daily before I enter any position. And if you check my YouTube, you see other videos on my strategy. But in this video, we won't be looking at my strategy per se. We'll be looking at the psychology behind what I do. So this trade was sent on the 18th of May, right? Sent on the 18th of May. I told them to take this trade, and the next day, 19th, we were still holding this trade, right? This was how far the trade had gone. So I told them, good morning, if you took my trade yesterday, you should still be in profit. We are holding to full TP, right? And the third, I sent another broadcast saying we are still in profit and holding to TP. We will be hitting over 120 pips when we get to TP, right? And this is my my position I shared with them to show them that I'm actually in the trade, because this is like the third day now, because this trade was sent out on the Monday, which was the 18th, and we had 19th, 20th, 21st. So you can imagine the psychology, the nervousness if you're not a swing trader. And I'm not necessarily a swing trader, I'm a day trader, right? But it depends on what the market gives me. Now, if I have a target set, I am going to wait until TP. Okay, so let's keep riding, right? So I told them, good morning, I'm still holding the trade from last week. So this was the next week. So this trade basically took about a week, which is crazy. So I'm still holding the trade from last week, and we're at over 90 pip profit. We will manually close due to several imbalances. Okay, so this was when the next week opened up. I checked this on my phone, and I saw this huge imbalance, the gap that the market opened with that Monday. And although this was my target here, you can see it's just here, right? I was very close to my target. So I told them that I'll be closing the trade. So at this point, the trade was about a few pips from my TP. So I closed this trade, and I was targeting, this was my small account, and I was targeting about $450, and I ended up closing in about $395. And I will also show you me closing the trade just right here, a screenshot also when I withdrew the money to my account. And this is where it gets interesting, right? So each trade I take, I target 3 hours. All my trades are 1:3. Even when you see my this outlook here, right? You can see this trade 1:3 TP, this trade 1:3 stop loss. Then I took this buy 1:3 TP, right? So 2 wins, 1 loss, right? And trading is a mathematical game. That's the first thing we should know. It's a mathematical game, all right? you want to be ahead of the market mathematically. You don't need a 100%, 80% win rate strategy. To be honest, it's not even possible, especially in this current market state where I don't know what's going on, right? So, I mean, if you've been trading for a long time, you know that this is one of the worst times to trade because the market is really, really messy, right? So, you need a mathematical edge, right? So, first thing first is you want to be targeting at least a 2 or 3 hour. That's one. You want to be having a positive risk to reward, okay? A positive risk to reward. If you're risking $100, you should be targeting at least $200 or $300, right? I risked $150 in my small accounts to make $450, right? And I'm also going to be showing you my, maybe monthly or weekly, whatever I decide to show my profit and loss, right? Because if I take 10 trades, right, I get a 50% win rate, 5 hit take profit, 5 hit stop loss, right? That is, if I'm targeting, let's say I'm risking 100 naira, $100 to make $300, right? So if I lose 5 in a row, I've lost $500, right? So if I win the other 5, right, that is 3 times 5, I've made $1,500. So the math there is I have made a net profit of $1,000, right? Because I mean, you can't trade with the expectation that you're going to make money all the time, because naturally it's not designed for you to profit all the time, right? So that takes me to my second rule: know when it's enough, or know when to stop. Okay, you have to have a target. It could be weekly, it could be monthly. Sometimes what I do is, most of the time what I do is this, right? I target about in my small account, right, I target like $900 in a month. So if I get to TP, if I'm lucky enough to get to TP 2 trades in a row, that's $450, that's about $900. Which in Naira should be about 1 point something million, right? So if I target that, if I get that in my first 2 trades, boom, I'm done. But if it's a roller coaster month and 3 losses, 1 win, 4 losses, at the point where, let's say I'm coming from a break even and I get 1 win, I'm done for the month. And this is how you stay consistent, right? And if you notice, right, I dropped this message, right? I told them that I won't be trading till June, right here. I won't be trading till June, and that's me done for the month, right? This month should be roughly about maybe a $700 win. It's fair, right? You have to know when it's enough. And one problem that I notice is, a lot of people treat Forex as their only source of income, right? It gets really, really difficult when Forex is the only thing you do. It gets really, really difficult because, Forex is not designed to, it's not designed to sustain you just like that. You have to have other things you're doing, because if you're stuck on the chart every single time, it's going to mess you up a lot. So it's very important that we know this. And my third rule is going to be withdraw your profit. You have to withdraw your profit, because why are you making money if you're not taking it? Because if you don't take the money you're making, the market is going to take it back from you. So you have to withdraw your profit, right? It's very important. I already dropped the recording of me withdrawing my profit, and I could decide to, go shopping, get some things for my mom, buy some things for my girlfriend, just chill, go out with my guys, just chill basically, because it's my money, right? I worked for it. So that's just how you stay consistent in trading as an ordinary retail trader, because as a retail trader, it's not designed for you to profit, right? So just shun the internet. And I will just add this as a bonus: comparison is a thief of joy. Comparison is a thief of joy. Don't compare yourself to these Forex gurus or these so-called Forex gurus that are posting Lamborghinis and big cars. Don't do that, right? Because you don't even know how they're getting their money. And anybody that has, sorry to say this, but anybody that has millions of people in their mentorship program, right, already they're making so much money from mentorship alone, right? So they don't really need to trade, right? But we can have some guys that are still legit traders, right? like myself, and a few others are legit traders, but you need to see results, and don't allow anybody pressure you about putting a ridiculous lot size. Don't do that, okay? Just stay consistent. Follow this my 4 golden rules. I've been doing it for years now. It works for me, but to be honest, I've been very, very structured in it since last year, because the market has been showing us shege since last year basically. So, but excluding that, just do you, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Bless.